constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Keeps it on the draw. Got the first down. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the grab. It's Hardy. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Tigers have their offense in high gear. He might want another play. They'll run the toss. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Look out, he's got room. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Cook. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Hardy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the snap, it's Hardy. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Gonna run it. It's Cook. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Your boy KC is all over it, fellas. Here's a final between the Vols and Tide. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Try to get it to the edge. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. To the air. It's Knight. Finds his man. It's Hardy. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Using his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to throw, it's Knight. That's reeled in, it's Hardy. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a crease, it's Cobb. Gets it past the marker. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
Timber. Here we go.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Got the first down and still on his feet. Hits the accelerator to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And the returner goes down. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Power football with the run. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Gordon. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Knight. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Simmons. Sweet cut there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss it.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Shakes off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can
break into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
As a defense, when you're trying to stop the run, it's really as simple as just doing your job. You have to have gap integrity up front. DBs need to come downhill and fill, and the defense wasn't able to get it done.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. Hard running there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looking for a crease to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Let's it go to the end zone. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.